Hey everybody, how are you? Thanks for coming to Art Class at Home, episode 1. And I hope that we have a lot of these. I'm hoping to do 2 or 3 a week. I miss you guys. This is all new and I've never done this before, but I think it's going to be really cool. And I'm still learning, so I don't know what the best way is, but it will evolve. The first class I thought would be the most beneficial because let's be honest, art class is mostly about the materials and the space. It's not necessarily about my lessons. I like to think that maybe I'm a little bit inspiring, but mostly you guys inspire me. Your ideas are amazing. What you do with the materials we have, just much better than any idea that I could ever have. So I'm thinking some of us have, I think all of us probably have some art materials at home. So how do we create a space in our small living areas? I know I have 3 kids, a husband, we're all here all the time. And as much as I would love to set up little paint area over there by the TV, I don't think that everyone else would be really into that. So how can we create an art space and be respectful of everyone around us and not leave too much of a mess around where we go? Also, maybe we would like to do art in a different space. So I thought it would be cool if we could somehow create an art room in a box. So that is our lesson. We are going to create an art room in a box. Here's mine. Here's my box. I have all my art materials in here. So the great thing about this is that we can take things out. We can be inspired by them. My art room. And then when we're done, we can put it back in. We could hide it under a bed. It closes up, doesn't take up too much room. If you don't have a box, you can use a bag, and then of course you can always upgrade. So right now you might start out with something small, but in the future you might find something else that you could use instead. So let's see, let's get started. I'm going to try to share. So just going over some of the art areas, some of the things we're going to put in. I created a slideshow that I'm going to try to show to you guys, and on it we'll say, you know, we've already worked with drawing materials, painting materials, collage materials, and clay. And there was really only 2 more that I wanted to show you guys, but of course we were going to create things with those different centers. The next one was going to be sculpture, which was creating things 3-dimensionally, and then there are fiber arts, which I really like doing, like weavings, something with yarn and fabric. So I thought, let's just put everything in from these materials, like something that we would see in Ortega's art room, like in the drawing center. Let's put like crayons and markers and colored pencils, put those in the box. Any painting materials we might have, we'll put them in a box. And so I have, let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Share screen, Keynote, share. Okay, I think you guys are seeing this. So we are making our own art room. That's our challenge. We have a challenge for this episode. Here's our art centers. We have drawing, painting, collage, sculpture, printing. You know, I've only gotten to printing actually only, oh, I wonder if I put this in here, you can see me? I don't know. Printing, I've only done that a couple times with kids, but it's mostly like stamps. But I thought we could do some fun things with that during our art class at home. Fiber arts, again, is the yarn. I've done weaving a lot. And clay, we did clay at school, but I could share a recipe for maybe Play-Doh if you guys want in the future. So, all right, so what we're gonna do, first thing is you can pause this and you are going to need to get a box or a bag. So that's our first thing. And the next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get some of these materials. So it's like a scavenger hunt. You're going to find pens, pencils, crayons, markers, erasers, colored pencils, ruler, and anything else that you might have that would be cool in our drawing, in your own drawing center. You are not restricted by my drawing center. You can put that in there. So pause it. Then find some of these materials. You can probably, I'll save this as a PDF that you guys can print out, and you can find them on your own if you want. Then come back, because the next thing you need to find for your scavenger hunt are painting materials. These, not everyone is going to have these, you know. Maybe your mom might know if you have some of these things. You're probably not going to have tempera paints like we have at school. I don't have tempera paints. Tempera paints are wonderful because they wash out. But if you would like, if you have acrylic paints, if you've used them before, acrylic paints are on here. Watercolor paints, paint brushes. If you don't have paint brushes, that's okay. You can use sponges to paint. You can use, what are those called? I'll show you. Wait, I have them here. Hold on. These things. You can use, this is my bag. I don't know if you can even see me, but I'm holding up a Q-tip. That's what it is. It's a Q-tip. Okay. Okay. Paper palette, paper plate for palette color mixing, unless you have a palette at home, water bowl, and anything else. All right. Pause it. Find those materials. Come back. Next center, collage. I love collage. Some great things to put in your box. See, I have like a little thing with collage supplies going in your box. Scissors, squirty glue, glue sticks, magazine, colored paper, hole puncher. If you have a hole puncher, anything else, even a stapler, something might be cool. Googly eyes, sequins, beads. All right. Oh, you're supposed to pause it, find those materials, and the next one is sculpture. Tape, any kind of tapes you have are great for building sculptures. Sculptures are things that are three-dimensional. Something that's already three-dimensional are toilet paper rolls. You can make things with toilet paper rolls. So put the tape in, put the toilet paper rolls in. Pipe cleaners are fun. If you have any of those, popsicle sticks, or you can use sticks from outside. Anything else? That's the mystery part. What do you have? I don't know. Might be cool. All right, pause it, find those materials, then come back. All right, printing materials. So far I have on here is stamps. I don't even think I have any stamps. You can see me, so I will wait until I get myself off of here because I've never done this. So stamps, styrofoam, meat trays, and do you have anything else? Fiber arts materials would be, fiber is like yarn and fabric, so put those in the box. And then paints. So this is my art box. These are all the materials you have. After you get all of those, you have completed your first challenge, and we will have more art challenges in the future, but this is just a good start. So now, how do I get out of here? Stop share. Okay, I think I'm still on. Okay, so why don't I go ahead now? I know you can see me. So show you what I have in my box. Or bag, whatever you have is great, and you can decorate it. You don't have to keep the Amazon logo on there. Okay, drawing supplies. I had like this container. I just wanted to keep it organized, so I have all my colored pencils. Crayons, I put them in a Ziploc bag just to keep them separate. Okay, I'm just gonna pick out random things because this is just a thing. I have lots of stuff. All right, so for collage, I have a magazine because you might want to cut out pictures from a magazine and maybe you want to put them together and make a collage. Also for collage, I found like these interesting stickers that have like dots. So stickers would be great. Glitter. I don't know if your mom has glitter she doesn't mind you using. There's glitter. And I have pretty glue and glue stick. Masking tapes. So I actually have green masking tape and regular masking tape. I have regular tape. I found a hole puncher. I have a hole puncher here. And oh, I do have like a little stapler that my kids had. A little stapler. I found fancy scissors. So you guys are going to find all kinds of cool stuff, and they're all going to be in here because no one else is using it, right? This is your art room. So you have fancy scissors. You might need a pencil sharpener. Something I didn't talk about, but you might want just like a little sketchbook. You know, that all your papers here, if you wanted to just sketch, draw, go outside, you can bring your art room outside now. Like we couldn't do that at school. We couldn't bring our art room outside, so that's all new. So your sketch pad. I found big tape too. Lots of stuff. Oh, I found googly eyes. So I just had random stuff everywhere, so I just put it in here. Popsicle sticks. And I had some watercolors. I haven't used these in a long time, but now we can use watercolors. If you have watercolors. I did have, so these are acrylic paints. I did have some of these. You might have some of these at home. If you do, just be very careful. The reason why we don't have them at school is because if you don't wash your brush right away, then it dries on the brush and your paintbrush is ruined. You just have to be really careful with these. So we don't have these at school, but if you're going to use them, just be careful. And in here I have my sponges. I cut up, I thought, well, if I don't have paintbrushes, I have sponges. I have these things again, Q-tips, and I did have paintbrushes. So another reason why I had these pencils in this bin is because I thought this would be good for water. So if I wanted to paint, I could use this. It's multifunctional, which is great. I did find some Play-Doh, little Play-Dohs for our clay center. And let's see, I had a stamp. I did have a stamp. It says, press on. It's the only stamp I have, but that's good for printing, but we're gonna have other things that are good for printing too. The meat tray, like I had on the list, it's a meat tray, it's styrofoam. And if you, we'll get to it, I'll do a lesson, but if you write, like use a pencil on the meat tray and then maybe use marker or something on it, it won't, if you press that on paper, it makes a print. So that's all about printing. And I had some yarn, so this will be fun for later too. I love yarn, so soft. Okay, so that is my art room in a box. And I can't wait to see you guys' art rooms in a box. I'm trying to figure out how you guys can share pictures. Or maybe you can post video comments. I don't know how we're going to do this yet, but that is your first challenge. All right, so have fun and I will see you later. Bye.